So, I'm back. This week after just now watching Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings trailer, um it looks pretty cool. I realized I didn't mention, well, I guess I shouldn't say I didn't mention because I think I did mention Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, and I said that I probably wouldn't make any figures for it until I saw the trailer. So, um, I saw it. It looks cool. I think the only figures that I would make if I do make it, um, would be, I think it's the main character. I don't know what his name is. I meant to look up the cast before recording. I just kind of forgot. Um, but yeah, so I think I would just make the main character. Don't know what his name is. I'll look it up, and I'll definitely have the definitive name by by the showcase at least. So that way, because it does look cool. The movie looks cool. Um, and so I would make probably the main character because it looks like he's wearing some sort of red suit later on in the movie. So at least I think it's a movie. I'm pretty sure it's a movie, right? So I think I would make that, suit that he's wearing. And if second trailer comes out and he's shown wearing something else for like the final battle, I guess I'll make that suit instead. But right now it's seeming like I'll just make that red suit, even though it also seems like he's not going to be wearing that for very long. Um, and as well as the Mandarin. I think I would make the Mandarin, probably. I think I would make the Mandarin. I don't see why I wouldn't, but I probably will. I'm just going to put my phone right here in my little display case that I have, just so that way I can show you this thing that I recently got for my birthday yesterday. The Falcon and the Winter Soldier Captain America's shield from the Marvel Legends official Hasbro brand, and it looks pretty cool. The back, unfortunately the straps aren't adjustable, but that's alright. So yeah, this video is probably going to go up today. Today's April 19th. My birthday was yesterday, April 18th, and I got this yesterday, and it looks so cool. Yeah, it's really cool. I've posed with it a couple times, as well as with the Thor hammer. I haven't done it with the Nano Gauntlet yet. I might end up doing it later. I'm not going to post anything with that either. So this is a vlog, so I'm not going to have the intro to this video, as you probably already noticed. But I did end up making a surprise. Well, I wouldn't say surprise, but an unexpected figure. It was Darkseid, yeah, from the Zack Snyder Justice League. And the only reason why I decided to make him was because I wouldn't say it's solely for the purpose of this one reason that I'm about to mention, but I think it was also because, his suit just looked really good, and it looked like, he could use some painting, especially since I had recently photoshopped a picture with him in it, and I was like, yeah, no, I gotta take this and change it and put him, well, have him be have him look cooler, because I just couldn't have him looking the way he looked in Lego's official set. I was just like, nah. No, I didn't like it. So I was like, okay. And on Saturday, I sat down for what was like 5 hours, it felt like. I think it was like 5 hours. It was definitely not 1, and it was definitely not 2. It may have been 3 or 4, but I assume it was 5, because I was just sculpting for way too long, because what I had to do was, he's wearing his freaking skirt along with armor, so what I realized I had to do was I gotta make the skirt, and then I gotta glue it on, and the Gorilla Glue was not cooperating. It was getting everywhere, and sticking to my hands, but it wasn't sticking to anything else, and it just wasn't helping. So I got out my old glue gun and started glue gunning it. So yeah, so first time I had used my glue gun in a while. It was probably about a year. Probably not. It was probably some other thing that I did with it. Who knows? Um, yeah, I don't really use my glue gun for the smaller figures because the smaller figures can just use Gorilla Glue. But yeah, I did start making the Darkseid, and it's gonna be like I know in the end, his very small part at the end of Zack Snyder's Justice League, he was like, it was more like of a silver or a gunmetal, like really dark gunmetal, like almost like metallic black, not even gunmetal. So even though it does look that way, I'm taking a page out of Michael MGF's book and making it blue, and yeah, that was the whole reason that I had actually decided to make this figure, was because I saw Michael MGF's and I saw that he made it a half custom, and it still looked cool, no doubt. But I was just like, okay, if he's not gonna work very hard on it, because when I saw his sculpting for Aquaman and Cyborg, I was like, okay, time to kick my figures up a notch, and that was what ended up going on to the showcase with the Cyborg and the Aquaman. And then there was also Superman, which I actually did make a version 2 of Superman with like a more of a mesh pattern on his suit. I don't know if you can really see it, but he does have more of a mesh pattern now. And I did paint a new Flash head that doesn't require me to use the one from the actual official figure. If you can see that, I have no idea if that's in focus. I hope it was. I have no idea. But yeah, that was cool. And what else I noticed was, I don't know if I mentioned this in the other fudge. I don't know if I mentioned in the other vlog from like last week, but Wonder Woman's strap, her brown strap, it goes from top right to bottom left on the front, and then on the back it goes from top right to bottom left. Strap in reality goes from top right to bottom left in the front, and then on the back it would go from top left to bottom right. But I guess I didn't realize it. I didn't notice until like after the showcase. And I don't even think it was like right after the showcase. I think it was like a few days after. But you guys are probably all wondering, where is the WandaVision version 2 showcase where I was gonna do Wanda in her full Scarlet Witch comic accurate MCU uniform, and the combined of X-Men Quicksilver and WandaVision Quicksilver, as well as White Vision. I am getting to it. I was working on Darkseid for practically all weekend, and I did buy metallic blue spray paint, because I've just been getting lazy recently, because I spray painted the sculpts for Cyborg, I spray painted the Aquaman, and then I think I showed you guys the Ultron last week that I also spray painted. So yeah, so I've just been getting super lazy, but I feel like Darkseid, since I had already done all the sculpting and I was not ready to just like, well, I wouldn't say I wasn't ready, but like I was just not feeling the whole do it with a paintbrush, because I have done it with a paintbrush. I did it with my Infinity War Thanos, I did it with my Endgame Thanos, I did it with my Endgame Smart Hulk, I did it with my Hulk from the Avengers video game, which I was never going to release in a showcase. I did it with King Shark, which you guys probably won't see, because I don't think I will be doing the Suicide Squad showcase. And it's not because it's rated R, because it's just because, one, it's a ton of figures, and I don't know if I would be able to, if I have the resources for it, or if I would even get the characters right, get the names right, well, get you know, because I would have to choose like which figures are really worth making, because for some of them it seems like they're more of a main character, because we haven't really seen some of the characters in too much action. So if I were to make it, it would be just Harley Quinn, Bloodsport, Polka Dot Man, King Shark, Rick Flag, um, who else? That might be it. I'm not sure. It would just really depend on who seems like more of a main character, because ultimately main characters are the most important ones, and then if I decided that after, maybe I would, but as of right now there's no Suicide Squad showcase coming. I just feel like that is a huge load of work that is unnecessary for me to do if I'm just going to watch the movie just to watch it, um, and not really to enjoy it or anything, but just to watch it. And not to say that it's going to be bad, but I'm just saying that because um, because I wouldn't say I'm not a big fan, but I just don't really, I don't know. I'm just not as invested in Suicide Squad as I am with Apocalypse and, Darkseid, because, yeah, I spent 5 hours sculpting a Darkseid. Meanwhile, I don't want to do like 15, it's barely even 15, it's like 20, possibly 30 figures, and I am just not gonna do that work, especially since that movie would be coming out this year. It feels like I had a whole year's break with no figures to make and no content to put out. And now that movies and shows are coming out, it's like now I got to make figures for each one, and they're all coming out in this year. And if not this year, it's like next year, and it's going to be a lot. But it is like it's broken into months, so I'm not ultimately worried if I keep the amount of work down. Like the Nightmare Joker, it was just a makeshift figure, because I just basically took the head from the like $3-4 pack that Lego put out, along with his torso and the legs, and just gave him some yellow hands, gave him I think it was like a police vest, painted a hairpiece green, and then gave him his smeared red and black paint on his face. So I didn't really care much about making that figure. And then I had also ordered, I think I might have mentioned this in my previous vlog from last week, where it was like Deathstroke, where I had ordered the official Deathstroke figure and painted a helmet. So yeah, there's that. And then I really should have mentioned this when I was talking about the Captain America shield, but I also got the proof that Tony Stark has a heart arc reactor. And the great thing about this one is that you get to build it. So there's like a ton of pieces. I have yet to start looking at instructions and everything, but I can't wait to start doing it. So yeah, that'll be cool. Yeah. There's that. And then I remember, that's what I meant to do. I nearly forgot to mention it this time. Last week, that vlog, I forgot to mention the Hawkeye series. Hawkeye Figures, I forgot to put it on the list as well. Hawkeye Figures, again, if I don't have a trailer, I can't really make figures. All I really have is set photos. So set photos and trailers are what I primarily need with that. So I'm just waiting for a trailer. And well, ultimately, me waiting for a trailer is my sole reason for making figures, because like I said in the last vlog part 1 and part 2 for April, I just completely forgot what I was saying. Right. That I wouldn't make Shang-Chi figures unless I saw the trailer and, started getting a little excited for it. So Shang-Chi would just be like 2 figures, the main character, still don't remember his name, and the frickin' Mandarin. I'm not gonna do that assassin dude with his like weird mask. I'm not gonna do that. What else? Do I have anything else to mention? Oh, I started making Martian Manhunter. I started making Aquaman in his comic accurate DCEU suit. Well, I have the pieces for it. I didn't really start making it. I sculpted muscles for Martian Manhunter. I'm gonna sculpt muscles for Aquaman. I didn't sculpt muscles for Aquaman in his Justice League uniform. Same thing for Superman. But I didn't think they really needed it, especially since, the hairpiece would have gotten in the way. So yeah. And I was not going to sculpt it and then spray paint and then have it just break apart like it did with Cyborg. I did learn a lesson, though, with Cyborg, is that after I sculpt and I put it on, well, right before I put it on, I gotta Gorilla Glue it and then put it on. And I don't necessarily always have to use Gorilla Glue. I normally use Crazy Glue. It's just that Gorilla Glue, there's so much more of it, so yeah, that's just what I use. Do I have anything else to mention? I recently ordered a Darkseid comic book. Yeah, it was, I think it was like Darkseid War or something. Apocalypse War, I don't know. Justice League, Darkseid War, Justice League War, Apocalypse, I don't know. I don't know what it was called. But I did order it. I ordered it today. It was like $38. Yeah. It was surprisingly just like $38 on the dot. I was like, whoa. I had never gotten that before, which was cool. Yeah. I think that's all I have to mention for this week. Yeah. So at the moment, I have Darkseid sculpted and spray painted. I gave him 2 coats. Now I'm just waiting for him to fully dry, because when I was doing the Justice League figures that were spray painted, I had done it too soon. So when I was putting pressure with the arms against the torso, the paint was smearing a little bit, and I had my thumb on my thumbprint on the figure, so I was just like, no. So that's why I was just a little more happy with getting angrily inspired to top the Michael MGF figures for his Justice League showcase. And his showcase was the sole purpose that I actually did the Justice League showcase, but I'm still happy I did it, But yeah, there was actually a thumbprint on my Ultron figure, but I was able to fix it using well, I wouldn't say I didn't really fix it. I just kind of painted over it, so now it's not really noticeable. But anyway, yeah, I think that's all I have to mention this week. It's nearly a 20-minute vlog. Did not have to do any cuts or part 2s. And by the way, the reason I had to put vlog 1 and vlog 2 from last week into 2 separate videos was because ultimately I had to cut it, and then I didn't feel like editing it, so that way I can make it one video. So it was just like, cut it, make part 1, and then cut, and then do part 2, and then just upload it with part 1 and part 2, links to both in their description. Like for vlog part 1, I had I think after I'd uploaded part 2, I put the link from part 2 into the description of part 1, and then I put part 1's link in the description of part 2. So if you haven't seen those 2, go check them out. And I think I can put those 2 links down in this description below, So if you haven't seen those videos, the links will be in the description below. Go watch them. And I'll see you probably next month. I was trying not to go more than a month in between posting. Yeah, it was about less than a month, I'd say, since the last time I posted, because the Justice League and the Falcon and the Winter Soldier showcase was like 18th and 19th, and last week was before the 18th and 19th, because today is the 19th, yesterday was the 18th, my birthday, and I'm just mentioning it just so that way I get happy birthday in the comments. No one's gonna comment happy birthday anyway, but still gotta say it. But do follow my Instagram, link in the description below. Like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel as always. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. All right, bye-bye.